It's probably fair to say that Richard Branson's Virgin Group has become a much-loved British institution, and the seal of official approval has to be a formation flyby with the red arrows. Virgin Atlantic is celebrating 25 years of operation, and their Boeing 747-400, aptly named Birthday Girl, has the honour of leading the formation. The Model 400 of the pioneering 747 series is the latest and best-selling model from Boeing. It's bigger than its predecessors. The extended upper deck is the most obvious giveaway, and it features a state-of-the-art glass cockpit, has a range of over 10,000 miles, and just about every airline operating long-distance routes uses one variant or another. What that means for the fare-paying folks like us is cheap air travel. Another institution, and this one very closely associated with Biggin Hill, the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight began here in 1957, then named the Historic Aircraft Flight.
My name is Squad Leader Stuart Reid. I'm with the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight. I have the privilege of being the flight's bomber leader. This was the aircraft that took the war back to Germany, along with the fighters which defended the UK during the Battle of Britain.
This Mark 5B Spitfire AB 910 had a remarkable frontline operational career spanning almost 4 years. Its early life was escorting bombers before the long-range Mustang took over in 1944. She flew 29 missions from here at Biggin Hill with American pilots of 133 Eagle Squadron, including 4 sorties on the 19th of August 1942 during the fierce aerial battles in support of the Dieppe raid. Her pilots were credited with 1 Dornier 217 destroyed and 1 damaged during these actions. Over 14,500 Hurricanes were built, and this was the last one. Hawkers kept it as a communications hack with a brief spell in the limelight in 1950 in air racing colours for Princess Margaret and flown by Group Captain Peter Townsend. It had a starring role in the Battle of Britain film. There were far fewer Hurricanes available to the filmmakers than Spitfires, but they bore the brunt of the 1940s air battles. It has been regularly flown at air shows since. Hawker Siddeley donated her to the flight in 1972.
The Lancaster C behind me is PA474, one of 2 airworthy Lancasters in the world, and the only one that flies in Europe. It was built in March 1945, so it didn't see any action in the Second World War, unfortunately, but the aircraft is painted to depict an aircraft that did. The Battle of Britain Memorial Flight Lancaster is always a tale of 2 Lancasters in that respect. The Air Lancaster it actually is, PA474, built in March 1945, and the one it depicts, which is a wartime aeroplane, in this case the Phantom of the Ruhr, which was an aircraft that served with both 100 squadrons and 550 squadrons up in Lincolnshire.
The Lancaster awes any airshow crowd, but today in the distance something else has attracted their attention. It's a capacity crowd today, and few doubt that the reason for that is the eagerly awaited return to Biggin Hill of the mighty Avro Vulcan.
It was officially allowed to fly 10 o'clock tonight. 175 raiders were
It has taken 15 years and £6 million to return XH558 to the air, and the astonishing thing is that most of that has been by public subscription. Fans, even though there are lots of them, cannot continue to fund this expensive but very important example of British aeronautical engineering. We can only hope that someone, somewhere, can see the benefit of associating themselves or their brand with the phenomenon that has come to be known as the Vulcan effect.
And indeed the very same pilot who took that black you can see about 3 high-powered movers, high noise, which is about here and now, which is as I say, a great credit. The crew that took that really, and you're amazing. But I mean, when are these guys going to fall off their perch? When are you going to generate some new talent?
Well, fortunately, alongside Martin with us today is the youngest member after our team, a gentleman by the name of Kev Rubins, who's actually only 44 years of age. So he's the future chief pilot, future display pilot, and as we